I don't have any kids, so I don't, yeah.
Hello, hey, how you doing? It's your girl, Garvin. I'm back again with the A, and I'm here with another movie time for y'all. So excited. Getting down and dirty with these TV shows, with these movies. Let's get into it. This episode is brought to you by the Lunch Table Blog Show, which is a multimedia platform that gives new age creatives their first shot. New age creatives just like me. Thank you so much, the Lunch Table Blog Show, for the platform, and I am super excited to continue to do work with you all. Usually, of course, I stick with the movies, but this week I was like, you know what? I've been binge watching this show. Let me go ahead and give it my review. I am a super duper huge Kenya Barris fan. I endorse everything he does. Well, I endorse almost everything Kenya Barris, because I don't know what he's coming up with next. I don't make promises like that. He's the creator of Blackish, Mixedish, Grownish, and now #BlackAF. I'm gonna give my real honest opinion on this. #BlackAF was a deal that Kenya Barris got with Netflix, where they do like this fake reality TV show, kind of like Real Husbands of Hollywood vibes, where they get Kenya Barris's life. I thought Kenya Barris was this dark-skinned bald man with glasses, definitely no family, but hey, it's cool to see him in real life. He's very tall looking, cameras can deceive you. The show gives me Blackish vibe. And I mean, I guess I should expect that because he is the creator and a writer on Blackish. Mind you, faithful Kenya Barris fan, I watch Blackish every week. And so when I watched it and I saw that the title of the episode was Because of Slavery, I was like, we already talked about this. It's not necessarily that you could talk about it too much. You could always learn something new every day. The show comes from the perspective of his second oldest daughter, Drea, who is currently doing her application for UCLA Film School. I love her as a character, and I like the perspective they chose with her. She lives her life through textbooks, kind of like me, where you hear about all the things that happen to people, you see all the things that happen to people, and you're just like, that's interesting, or, not gonna touch that. She takes all of the facts in and makes her decisions based on the facts. And so I definitely resonate with Drea as a character. It's kind of ironic that Kenya Barris decides to name the main character Drea, and in Blackish, the person whose perspective it's coming from is Andre Johnson, nicknamed Dre. Coincidence? I think not. When I found out about #BlackAF, I was like, well, let me go see who his family is, who's in this cast. And then I go and I look at a picture of his family, and I'm like, and you have to squint a little bit, those not his kids. You just cast it really well so that we would believe these were actually his kids. I was fooled. So great job on y'all's part. So there were a couple of conversations that like really resonated with me, like the episode about white gaze. Let me be clear. GAZE, like days as in school days. Love you, Spike Lee. It's basically how black people kind of have to present themselves a certain way in front of white people in order to feel accepted. But ultimately, like when we do something, it's perceived a different way than it is when a white person does something. That is so true. When white girls want to dance, it's like, oh, they're just being, white girls are being cool, like, frolicking. But when black girls do it, it's this exotic, over-sexualized activity. And I don't understand that. That's like at the beginning of the season. Then they go into how that affects the film industry and how that affects filmmakers. One of the episodes, they bring on Tyler Perry, which I'm like, whoa, like, hold on a minute. Everybody knows Tyler Perry. We're talking about the guy who has the largest movie studio in America right now. Black man, might I add. And they brought him in to have a really serious conversation about what black cinema looks like. And I am so for the conversation. And do you know why? Because ultimately we are coming into a place where we're making stuff and it's getting on TV. It's getting into the theaters and all of that stuff. And so we do need to talk about what has black cinema been doing since, the John Singleton era, since the Spike Lee era. What does blackness look like on camera, on film nowadays.
You know how the Academy, they have their people who, you know, just sit up in some place where we can't see them, can't hear them kind of thing. And they determine what movies are good, what movies are bad, that kind of stuff, right? Well, Barris makes a decision. He's like, well, let me get a group of black people who could do the same thing for black cinema. And he's like, look, y'all, we need to figure out how we can make sure that black content is good content. Now, here's the problem with that. If you try to make all black content the same, where will the versatility come in? Just like for everyone else, where everybody else has layers, so do black people. There are so many different kinds of us. We have so many different personalities and everything. So sorry, Mr. Barris, you will not be all making the same content. So there will not be a Citizen Kane and a Saving Private Ryan. One specific conversation that just grinded my gears was the slut shaming conversation. And here's my opinion on it, people. I have a niece, cute little niece, who is currently 1 as I'm shooting this. She might be 2 when it airs, I don't know. I love her to pieces. She is such a joy, such a sunshine, and I love her so much. One day, this little girl, she's gonna turn 14. If she's like her mom, she may grow some stuff. If she's like her aunt, she won't. And you know, she's gonna get some friends and they're gonna wanna come over, you know, have sleepovers and stuff, dance with each other, all that fun stuff. If I catch that little sweet, beautiful munchkin girl with her friends in her room, just twerking in front of a camera for social media, I won't kick her. The conversation that we don't have about slut shaming, so to speak, is that everything is not slut shaming. Listen, my opinions are not necessarily reflective of those of the Lunch Table Blog Show as an organization. And I say to you, I'm gonna kick my niece because why does she feel like she has to record dancing with her friends, dancing by herself? Why does she feel like she has to record that? Why does she feel like people have to see that, or people need to see that? Or why does she feel like she needs it to be seen? That's the real question. That is where we're not honest with ourselves, people. Dancing is freeing. Dancing is liberating. Having a good time with your friends, that stuff is lit. But when you feel like you have to turn on a camera and let everybody on social media see it, or you feel like a particular person needs to see it, that is when the narrative changes. We are putting our narrative out there. Imagine you having a video out there of you doing one thing, and now everybody attaches you to that one thing and nothing else. And everybody's like, well, you shouldn't care about what people think. Yeah, stop lying to yourself, okay? Stop lying. Again, stop the lies, stop the lies. Ultimately, the reason you're posting a picture, the reason you're posting that video is because you want people to feel a certain way. I post these, and I hope that everybody likes my videos. Of course, that's not gonna happen, especially with the content that I'm talking about right now. The only reason we put stuff on social media is because we want people to see something about us. And so, no, my daughter will not be twerking with her friends in front of a camera. And I'm not going to allow her oldest sister to tell me that basically the reason I should not address it is because then she won't want to talk to me about anything else. So, who are you talking to? Like, what? Again, I don't have any kids, so I don't, you know, yeah. But ultimately, I love this show. I did love this show. I loved how it ended. I personally liked the end of the series more than I liked the beginning of it. By the time I got to episode 6, I had completely forgotten about episode 1 through 5. Shout out to his real family, the people who actually have to deal with him, because I really hope he's not like that in real life. Dr. Rainbow Barris, I salute you if this is the actual man that you're married to, because he's got some issues. But I mean, he's working it out and he's putting it on film so that everybody else can learn from it. Shout out to all the Barris kids and the actors. Stay tuned, because I'm definitely doing a show on the rising stars whose futures I'm super excited for. There are so many young actors who are really putting themselves out there, even in this show. That is it, y'all. This is the end. This is the end. Not of the whole show, just the end of this show. Tune in with me next Thursday at 8 p.m. and every Thursday after that. Be on the lookout for Viewer's Choice, because I will be reviewing some of your favorite movies and TV shows that you picked. Also be on the lookout for The Business Table. That's right, my boy Momo runs The Business Table, okay, getting that money. Go check him out every Monday at 9 p.m. on TLT Blog Show's IG Live. Drop some names of some movies and TV shows you want me to review, and always follow me at Garvin at AYEGARVIN, and at Garvin Girls Entertainment at GARVIN GRLSENT. I'll see y'all next Thursday. Bye. If you can make me a theme song, drop that in the chat too.